This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred. Meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time.
Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go. Check 53. Here we go, D.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 31, Prescott. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's the 50? Hey, one set.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. With success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards, first down, Packers. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Heavy on the edges.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Switch.
Hey, take 26. Hey, Charlie. Flip again.
Throwing again. Rodgers got his man there. It's Wallace complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Right there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll in fact wind up losing a couple. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Go ahead. Here we go. Kill. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Montravius Adams able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turn.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check, block 54, block 54. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Check. Lucky.
Notice 50. Hey, you block over here.
Check.
Inside.
Line 54.
Plant.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Mike's 54. Mike's.
Hey, wahoo.
We ain't giving them nothing today.
Back north.
5-4, Mike 5-4.
We didn't get done.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Let's go, D, let's go.
We didn't get done.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, box drop.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 65 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And they got the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Dean Lowry showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Check back 21.
Kill.
First down, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And some room to work. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill.
Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the edge.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Zone.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 50.
Hey, 88.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Going long here for Wallace. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And taken right on the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Montrevious Adams able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Second down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Cowboys.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. His throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw again on second down. Prescott, throw left side complete. It's Ferguson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Elliott running right, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? They come out here in the eye. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And now he'll tuck it in well. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
Easy.
From the 31, Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 54. Watch the run. They're running.
Hey, Mike.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now Elliott. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Steps away to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
54 Mike.
They'll go again to Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
158.
54 Mike, 54. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
26. Topper. Jim.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get 300.
Now a play fake. Rodgers going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Watch his slant. Check hot route.
Throw me. 61. Matchbox lights.
Touchdown defense. Right there. 54.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man. Complete. That one good for 37 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against the defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check 53.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott over the middle, and it's incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
There we go.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Kill. Hey, 47.
Get that team out of the park. Check. Check. 53.
Prescott from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Check. Mike's 54.
Inside.
54.
Here we go.
He's checking. Crash.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, team 6.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
54.
Moco over here.
Check. Watch 54.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Box it.
Let's see. Hey.
Look at this.
To throw is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
50. Recon, 132 fighter.
Mike's 50.
Jump out.
Mike's 54.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 150. Check 30. Hey,
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And an alley to... Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Here we go. Check line in.
21, check back 21. No chance.
A first down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Prescott now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
To throw is Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Jump out. Hey, check 26. Zoom.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Going long here for Wallace. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line. And
looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round.